So, what do you mean by
Hey everybody. Okay, so I got John here that's gonna actually open with me. He got a little ahead of the.
I have not officially opened my box. Though.
Whatever, don't matter. And is that glued to the bone? Nope. It's really hard. All right. Let's see. Hopefully, I have a promo that's actually worth it. What'd you get? Ancient Green Warden. Okay. I mean, I got the land, the red mythic land, Shatters, Skull, Smashing, which I don't think is gonna actually do much of anything for me because I'm garbage.
Did you see they dye? They're like a green-yellow mix. They're really cool. Yeah, they don't have just solid color dyes. They're different ones.
That's weird.
I might have one.
All right.
No. Oh, red card, blue card.
Yep. I don't know what like any of this stuff does still because I was really bad and didn't go home. Like
a no-go for our sealed deck.
I should have been looking at a bunch of stuff. Oh, I got like a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so
I got a whole bunch of stuff.
Got a whole bunch of stuff here. What is it? Hagra Mauling. It's a destroy target creature rare, and a foil of the blue-red land. I take it.
Destroy all non-land permanent cards.
Okay.
Foil version of the is it land?
That's good.
Is it wizards? That's what we're playing. I already decided.
It's gonna be some tokens.
Take up the
Lands from graveyard.
Oops, that's not. These are not blue cards.
Oh wow, this triggers landfall twice.
Yeah, that thing's pretty good.
That is pretty sweet.
I don't know if I'll get that much mana though. Just kidding.
I'm sure you probably
This
would.
guy's really good. This guy's good and right.
The Hellhound?
Yeah. My favorite card. Cliffhaven Kitesail. Dude, that card's amazing in movie.
Alright, that's pretty good. I don't know why I keep putting it in the blue pile. Luminarch Aspirant.
You get some black rare flyer thing.
The Demon Cleric.
Yeah.
Got a couple of Cliffhaven Kitesails, which is interesting.
So, yeah, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature control.
It's good.
I mean, it seems alright.
Well, there's not that much direct removal, realistically. It's on black.
Yeah.
And Night Runner's a pretty good target for the Cliff.
I'm wondering,
Cliffhaven Kitesail.
I think I've seen a fair amount of flyers.
Some assumptions.
Might actually be able to.
I'm going to be
play
going
some
green-white. I just pulled 2 green-white cards, and I have that. And I have that, so it's looking like green-white right now.
Shelter, okay. Inscription of Ruin.
Yeah, Nyx Unbinding, or Nahiri Binding, whatever it's called.
Bombs make decks, that's what I say.
Bombs make decks.
Matt doesn't agree with me.
He likes commons and uncommons.
Matt's still on the commons and uncommons make decks train.
Hey, I'm just going with Ray's advice. I think Ray knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I would agree that Ray has a very, very good idea.
Okay, now I'm
of what he's
confused. I
doing.
got 2 of this guy now.
Oh. Well.
I don't know.
Well.
What does that mean?
Oh, I got
Another land?
the green-white land. And a foil swamp.
Swamp.
Possibly looking at Gruul
Foil swamp.
as it stands.
There's so much good flex in there. Deadly Alliances.
I mean, I'm not going to have any problems color fixing. That's for darn sure.
Cool looking showcase Ruin Crab. Our first gold card over here.
Actually,
Zul's Fury.
I'm going to look at blue because I got a lot. Key control target creature for make cost X.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay, pack 4. Token, land.
I got the kicked skydiver thing where you steal something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You steal an artifact. That seems pretty
I got
decent.
2 of this guy, but I don't know much about him.
Cast a crit. I won't be last.
Nope.
No.
Finally, another green creature.
Well, we can't take 2.
Not particularly strong, but we take what we can get.
I was on camera. I got confused.
Wondering at this point.
So blood bugging, got to feed the swarm, which is actually really good. I like that.
in black particularly.
Change your
So I'm actually
book.
just gonna,
Oh my goodness,
wait on
really?
that check in a little bit. We've only got
I got a
two
third
packs
land.
left.
I got the red-green land also.
Oh my gosh.
So I got 2 rare lands, a foil rare
Really
land.
like the plant.
I mean, yeah, that's not all bad.
It's not horrible, but it really stinks for having like
Shatter Skull.
a
Smash.
pool with bombs. I got 3
So
lands.
we're almost certainly going to be in red.
I got
think.
2 regulars and I got a foil one.
And are they of
Last.
all the same color combination?
Red, green, green, white, red, blue.
Sounds like you're playing 4-color on that.
I didn't open an Omnath.
And we do have
Nope.
a couple
I
of
opened
infiltrators
Shatter
with
Skull
red
Smashing.
already, plus Lotus Cobra. And it's
Um,
also particularly nice being able to return lands. So if I play
Just
Shatter
dig
Skull
it.
Smashing
I
early
played Boros
as Shatter Skull
before and it did not work out well, and I don't think
I don't have a lot of lands.
it's gonna work that well again.
Potentially pretty good. Let's see. Expedition Champion, running out of space for red
I
creatures.
do want to see.
Roiling Reaper.
Alright, so we get aggro with a Jerboa.
Okay, some red.
And this guy's pretty good. Pressure
Okay,
points
pack
is
6. Let's hope we find
Ooh,
I would-
Core
I would
Celebrant.
like
Whenever Core
something
Celebrant
that's
or another
a
creature
little
in
bit of
battlefield under your
both.
control, gain life.
with the creatures that we're
I don't
playing.
have any
plus
landfall with this dude.
Ah!
My green or my
that's
white. There's like 2
to,
cards.
You know, we can create an evasive creature
It makes
for
that a little bit
ourselves,
tough.
but it would be nice
Yeah.
to have something that just becomes very threatening when it hits the board.
I got a couple Mesa links, so like a 2/3 doesn't really do a whole lot. Is the problem.
Got our foil, Glory, Disruption, and then a
I don't want to do 3 color, do I?
Scourge.
I try not to, but
Now that's
So that's okay. I can steal equipment with this. It's still a 2/1 flyer. It's fine.
so kicker 5. When you cast the spell, if it was kicked, each player would just have to let that
That
up.
seems okay.
And
That
Scourge of
seems
the Sky
okay.
Ghost power and toughness are each equal to 20 minus the highest life total among players.
Squid seems alright.
Huh. It seems fun to try and play, for sure.
Should like flying rogues don't look
Doesn't
like
really
they beat
seem
that
like
bad.
it's gonna be very feasible. There's our third off consumption. Oblivious
Whenever you cast a
Hunter,
kick spell, Risen Riptide has base power and
Survivor,
toughness 5/5 until end of turn.
Showcase Skyblade Squid.
Doesn't seem horrible if you could play a lot of kickers.
Sure. Canopy Bala, that's pretty solid.
Bubbles there.
Veteran Adventurer. Okay, that's cool. Alright, I'm going to take a look. So, pretty confident about the red-green that we've got going on here. I don't think that we've got enough in blue to really make it stand out.
Interesting.
Same with white.
Zero
We don't
range.
have a
So,
single white
instances,
card that's over
sorceries.
3 CMC.
And kick
man, I
spells.
am really confused.
Yeah.
If this card wasn't in here, I don't know if I play green.
Still gonna look at the players that
Veteran
we have.
Adventurer. Venture Waste looks good.
Okay, we only have 2 anyway, so
Bring back something kicked. So,
it's possible that we'll go into black or splash black for that coveted prize.
Could
We
definitely
do have a
play
Lotus Cobra, which
kicker
is fixing,
deck,
technically.
but don't have.
Just take a quick look through blue, make sure there's not anything I missed. I always check for the number of invasive creatures that we have in case there's
It's
a
like
lot of
I could play Simic Kicker.
That might be pretty good. Ruin
I
Crab
could play
also,
Simic
and we only
Kicker.
have 1,
Kicker?
so it's less likely,
Simic
but
Kicker.
it's
Yes.
pretty good at milling people. Got a couple
I could
people
splash
stalkers which are
like
evasive even though they're
red.
not flying. And then 2 upper end flying creatures. So it's not totally bad.
This isn't bad.
For the non-creatures go, we have Spell is also a land. Instinct of Crypt is also a land. Deliberate's fine. Into the Royal
Yeah,
Trade.
so
Also
Vanquish the
great.
Weak.
We got a Silverport Duelist that I forgot to put in our
Hogger Maulin seems pretty good.
We actually do have solid non-creature spells, I think, even though there's not really any literal removal. We've got 2 bubble snares.
I don't know if there's really a whole lot of block that I would like to
Decent
play.
card draw. So keep that in mind.
Could
White,
play Spoils of
I'm gonna give it a
Adventure.
fair shake, but really doesn't seem like there's
So we
any
could play
here.
Simic, Kicker, and play that.
No.
Splash like Spoils.
Yeah. White is a definite no-go.
2-3 for 3.
So
Or
black,
a 4,
the next
5,
least likely thing.
7.
I'm trying to rule out these colors, so I can put them off to the side and not
Oh, I
worry
guess
about
it has.
What does our curve look like here?
I like Amulet.
We have.
This
so
is
our
Sorcerer,
lowest
Wizard
cost
spell.
creature
Wizard
black
spell.
Is 3 CMC.
Those two actually don't seem too
Not great.
bad.
Not
Don't seem
really.
too
These
bad.
are very strong, even if they've got neat effects. Many of them are a lot
I'm
better
gonna-
with
I'm gonna take a look
synergies
at,
that we do not seem to have. So I'm mainly talking about this marauding.
We've got for Simic
You
here.
can put one in your deck, but if you don't have, that 2 CMC flyer, for instance, that has lifelink, you're not really going to get very consistent triggers off of it. Demon's Disciple is interesting, but probably not great.
Also, Skeleton is actually not bad. Like
You wanna
Recursion
see if it's fine
seems
for
pretty good.
CMC. We don't have any mill, or not enough mill in black.
So that and that.
And the black non-creature spells leave a lot to be desired, so those are off to the side now.
We could play the Duelist.
Toss Cleric of Life
And
Spawn
then
over
mill
here
a couple
too.
cards isn't
We're not
bad.
gonna be playing that. And now I'm going to start laying out some green and red
Squid
cards
seems
according
alright.
to their CMC, so I can get a good look at what the curve of our deck could look like.
So you can make it a 3/3. Can't be blocked. It's
So
actually
we'll start with our
pretty decent.
creatures. Tuck Rubble Fort, defend your reach.
That seems
Creatures you control
okay.
have haste.
5 mana.
That
5 mana
is
3/3
neat.
flesh flying.
We've got some
I
bigger
don't know
green
about that.
creatures.
I don't know about that.
So I'm pretty
about
excited
that.
about that. But the possibilities there. Fissure Wizard is a solid 2-cost. Expedition Champion is fine depending on the number of warriors you have. Spark Mage is pretty sweet if you've got enough party things going on. In my experience, it's pretty easy to have a solid
Definitely
party
play
in red. Especially when we've
Kicker
got
stuff.
turn 1 rogue, turn 2 wizard, turn 3 warrior.
Civ Wizards, Rogues.
Got a Scorch Rider right here. Night Runner.
I don't know if I'm gonna have much past that. I think it's just Wizards and Rogues.
Another Lagok right here. Our 2 showcase
Veteran
Food
Adventurer.
Hellhounds.
So 5/5. I mean 5/5 for 4 I guess is okay.
Big Ambusher. Another Night Runner.
Played Adventure Awaits, that seems good.
Ardent Electromancer. So are there any things I'm going to eliminate right now? Probably not.
3/3 for 3. Did actually buy something back.
Want to take a look at the rest
I think
of
it's
the cards
okay,
we
and
have
I got
to
2
make
of
decisions.
those.
I think the worst card that we have in this zone is a fine card. So not
Rabid
focused
Bite's
on
good.
any of the power
Removal. And we'll be able to
bats.
buy something back with the Marasis,
But I
probably.
will put these to the side for now. Take a look at these green creatures.
Gnarlid.
We've got-
I did not get anything that's just like ridiculously good.
Valve right here.
You got good lands, but
More high end with our veteran adventurer, which is sweet because he acts as any
I guess
role in a class. Which is pretty cool. And he's also I didn't notice this before, but this spell costs 1 life.
so an instant sorcerer wizard spell.
Vigilance. So that is potentially pretty powerful, especially again if we have our kite sail on it, which I think we're going to be including at least one of them in this deck.
Rogue.
The Kazandu Stomper, another high-end
One
card.
wizard.
Solid, get more landfall triggers.
2, 3.
Dauntless
4.
Survivor, which puts a counter target creature.
I guess a Relic Amulet isn't
Counter's
bad.
always cool, but we don't have counter synergy. We do have our
6,
grab over here.
7.
Or Ooze. So the Ooze again enters battlefield, puts a counter on target creature we control.
8, 9. I guess there's a fair number of ways.
Each attacking creature with +1/+1 counter on it.
That's the problem I got. Is
We
that
definitely benefit from
4,
ag
5.
with a few of the cards. Draw a Visionary,
Oops.
draws a card.
4, 5, 6. And then this is like an
No
X.
5 CMCs, which is interesting. interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
All right.
8, 9, 10,
So
11,
roiling regrowth,
15,
solid
16,
ramp.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Scale the height.
So this is going to be,
And counter synergy.
I don't even think I'm playing
Strength of
kite sail.
solidarity seems maybe a little too dependent on party.
And I don't think I'm
But
playing
we'll count
strength
up
of
the party
solidarity.
numbers that we have in just a moment.
Because I'm
We've got rogue
playing,
boots, destroy target artifact and check our creature.
it'll be
flying.
rogues
It
and wizards, I
seems like
think,
against most decks
is
we find
all.
something to use this against, but I'm still gonna, I'm gonna put it in sideboard zone for now.
I mean, I could play this.
Zendikar. People have definitely used this.
The pack beast can help filter out.
Seems solid. It's effectively a creature, so we'll keep it in the creature slot.
This card's good. We don't have anything with life gain.
It
It makes all
Yeah, for the first time you turn. Oh,
There's
yeah.
certain cards that gain life, like a cleric counters or something. I don't have it. This has life link. I get it with another cleric, but
Yep.
it's just I don't have.
Yeah, if there's not a ton of them, it's probably harder.
This guy's tough.
We can consider that a land for our
Yeah, I don't have any removal. Is going to be the
These
hard
things,
part.
when you kick it,
Oh yeah.
Comes a 5/5.
Here's lithoforming.
Oh yeah.
In 90% decks, you would not play this, but we are Gruul anyway, which is probably the most likely set of colors that would use something like this. So again, it's
Kinda think a
sacrifice
strength of
X lands,
solidarity
each land
might work
sacrifices
in-
way, draw a card.
So here, point. Look at the top X cards here. So X is 3 plus number of creatures in your party. Put 3 of the cards in your hand, the rest of them in your random order.
So it's got interesting synergy.
Kinda
with
awkward. I don't have
Zendikar,
a
I
ton
guess.
at the
You
top.
still lose the creature aspect.
Just find these out. I have no idea what I'm doing.
And I have 1 flip
Fury
land.
is one of those
I
flip
don't
lands.
have. There's no
Instant
Simic
sign
land.
Has an additional cost to cast the spell sacrifice a creature. Fizzle's Fury deals damage equal to the sacrifice creature's power to any target.
I guess I get to play
It does seem like something that
all
we could
3 of these
potentially take
lands.
advantage of
Can you really?
Yeah,
here.
because that's blue, that's green, and then it has green on the backside.
Especially with, so I think we've got 3 cards that buff themselves with a landfall trigger.
I don't think I want to play Living Tempest. I think I'd rather play the Stonework Pack Beast.
Yeah.
I also
potential
think I
players,
kind of want to
if
fit
we've already got
in
one of these on the battlefield,
Strength of Solidarity.
We can play a land. You will use the instant side of Fizzle's Fury.
Shell Shield's
and,
probably.
get quite a bit of power out of that. Relatively. So I'll keep this over here with Shadow Skull Smashing for now.
I could also play Shatter Skull Smashing if I wanted to.
Molten Blast.
So I could play all the
Molten Blast
lands
does 2 damage to target
just to
creature
play
with
it.
Flamewalker, or
Doesn't do anything, but
Artifact.
I could do it.
Definitely a sideboard card.
Um,
Here's Lithoforming. I just don't think there's
Man.
much of a reason to play this.
Shatter Skull Smashing I actually could
We do have
theoretically
a bit of
cast with
ramp in
Stonework
here,
Pack
but
Beast and Crag Crown
I think we
Pathway.
have enough
X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. X is 6 or more shots.
Trigger 5.
So she does twice X damage divided as you choose among them instead.
It deals 5 damage instead. Any target's really
Um,
here. That's why we like Fizzle's
Is there
Fury.
any
Hit face
red
and have
cards
multiple
that are
effects.
actually like
It solidifies our game plan.
worse?
You know, we know what we're doing.
that I really want to play?
I like that.
It's Warriors, Creatures Party, Equipment.
Last little section to take a peek at.
I don't know if Royal Eruption's actually good
Our
enough.
artifacts. So we've got Relic Axe, just your basic buffing.
Although I did have
Spare
2.
supplies is some card draw. Seems a little slower than we'd like to be, perhaps. Relic File's interesting, but we are not very likely to have a Cleric and Gruul. We've got our Kite Sails. Put one over here, counter our cards. Currently we've
So
got
like
1,
Royal
2, 3,
Eruption,
4, 5,
Molten
6,
Blast.
7, 8,
They
9,
call
10,
cost
11,
1 red
12,
each.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Actually not opposed.
Creatures. That is,
So cuts. Just don't play strengths. I'm not playing this.
1, 2, 3, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
I
17,
actually play
18,
this.
20,
It's a land on the backside.
So 23 creatures is too many creatures. I can say that right off the bat. But that makes me feel good.
And then-
We've got to pare this down.
Relic
Here
Amulet.
we've got, looks like 7 non-creature
okay.
spells. A combination of ramp, damage
Squid.
dealing, and draw, which I'm pretty comfortable with. We also have additional.
See what I've got
removal in
here.
one of these lands
So this is just landfall, put a counter,
Seems to be
right?
okay.
The 2/1 guy. Yeah.
Yep. These are buy back the kick stuff.
We need to figure out what we're going to be taking out. So
that bounces something. That seems okay.
These guys first.
A rogue. Does evasion.
Slow. Defensive. We can call this a sideboard card for now.
Field research. Kicker. I don't think I'm gonna play Skyclave Plunder.
Arc Electromancer
It's actually, I don't think like.
for each creature.
I think I'm actually gonna cut that.
It's a good time to try to look at the total number of party creatures we have.
I don't know if I want to play Lull Mage's Domination either.
Road Warrior. That's 4. In this
There's
slot.
8 more cards in the graveyard. Gain control of target creature. I mean,
In this slot, we've got 5,
I guess like
6, 7.
Domination's just good. It's a game ender, right?
What does it do? Oh, that takeover one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8. Maybe veteran adventurer. 9, 10, 11.
Let's see here.
12. 12 party members is not bad, but we do know that we
Kick
have
that.
to
That
pair
seems
this thing
fine. Royal Mage, bounce it into
We'll
sorcery.
leave this
Landfall
section for
Squid.
now, just because it's
So
nearly
3/2 for
all
2, I
party
guess.
members. Take a look and see if
Skydiver
there's
is
anything
flying, and hopefully steal a piece of equipment.
I think the Zendikar was a key. Kevin maybe not.
Rabid Bite can just help
I
remove
personally
something.
like Legox, especially since we have ways to bounce lands.
Adventure Waits just
and
good.
from our deck.
I'm playing Might of
To make it
Marasa.
even better.
Yeah. Well, I have kick stuff. So
I don't. Yeah, so do I. I have a bunch of kick
I have
stuff
two
too.
of, I
But
have
like,
two of those.
I only have the one, and I don't.
I got 2 of these dudes.
I don't-
So.
Yeah, I got one.
would prefer to have this
I just don't think I like. I don't traditionally like playing too many.
Pump spells and
Yeah.
rounds, just have more creatures.
2 for 1's kind of like you can ultimately end up like 2 for 1 yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And I also don't know if Relic Amulet's going to be good here. I think it's okay, but the likelihood of getting it and playing it, and like it just deals damage to target creature, and I think I'd much rather have like Royal
Yeah.
Eruption instead.
So let's take out this
Um,
Force Rider. We'll leave out the ballot for now because I think we
1,
need
2,
to
3,
take out
4,
more
5,
things.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
The
15,
sneaking
16,
guy
17,
really is
18,
just great,
19, 20,
especially
21,
when
22.
Tech Night Runners.
And then, like,
hopefully we're gonna be drawing a lot of cards.
This is 20. So this is 23 cards. And with this, this, and these lands, oh, this is going to be a nightmare.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
This is definitely going to be a nightmare.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Let's see here.
26, so we're still a bit over. And our 3 and 4 slots are still pretty.
Like I got 16.
We actually
I guess Riverguide Pathway counts as one of each.
a great aggro plan.
So 16. 1, 2,
So what I'm thinking is.
green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blue pips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green.
Oh well.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red.
Out maybe.
To do some math.
Carry the 1.
Yeah, it's much easier to do here.
Ardent Electromancer.
Do.
I feel like I would rather take out the Hellhound. I am skeptical about how useful that thing will be. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Alright, so it's 16 lands.
24 with 2.
We're gonna have to play 17, aren't we? I think we're gonna have to play 17. 41 card special. 41 card special seems fine.
It's fine to go down a lane. We seem to have okay amount of card draw.
Did I just?
That is at a lower CFC, although some of it's pretty dependent. Noticing too, we do have that teeter peak ambusher.
Mm.
Okay. What I'm trying to evaluate right now is, do we want to throw the average price in? And I think we do. I think that's something that we can get away with.
All right, now comes the awkward part of evaluating
I think our
the lands that you have versus like the dual-faced lands.
If, simply because we have
Oh, that's right, you have
Cobra
3 of those.
and we're only going to be playing.
Although this actually might come out pretty even.
I think that's pretty okay. Especially since, like,
So if I go
if we
with
get Kazul's Fury, or if we've already played Kazul's
so
Fury,
10, 3, and
we play our
4,
Stomper to return to our
which is a
hand,
little
then we
low.
can potentially hit our opponent for a surprise, you know,
So I have
5 or 6
1
damage,
here,
and finish off the
2
game.
red.
I think this is
2
going to be
green.
what our deck looks like. With these 3 cards as sideboard
Which is
cards.
actually pretty decent. So we need
So,
9,
trying to figure out the land split.
1, and 2,
We've already got
10, 11,
these
12,
2 lands.
13, 14, 15, and I get to play
Uh,
2
what did I say?
more basics.
Horrible memory. So that's 4 cards, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
I think I
13, 14,
play
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So that's 24.
An
We've got 2
extra
red lands breaking
mountain
26,
and
we've got
an
7
extra.
remaining.
So if I play,
Excuse me, 14 remaining. And I think of that 14, we
9
just use
basic
4 red
island,
cards. We can probably just do an even
2
split
basic
of 7
mountain,
forests and
3
7,
basic
like
forests. It was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
we need to have
I
some
think that's what I'm doing here.
maybe more like
So there's a lot of long math, and you can find like ways
and
online to
6
go like actually count the pips, do these, and there's like different people have different ideas. How you evaluate this card is like part of your mana base. Like, do you include anything that's 3 or more? Do you not? I'm sure there's gonna be ways to like evaluate this. This is like half a land we were talking before.
2, 3,
It's gonna be interesting.
6.
Having these to fill out a mana base is pretty good, especially since I'm able to actually
1, 2,
use all of them.
and then
And, like, I'm not using the opposite side of branch left pathway. I don't think there's anything in white that I really want to play at all.
that is what we're looking at.
So we'll go grab
I think
some
I'm
lands.
pretty okay with this.
You already done?
Leave it up,
Oh, you need to figure out
and
your land base, don't you?
If
Yeah.
you watch this drafting video, I'm going to be playing with this deck probably for at least a couple other videos following this one. So be sure to check those out, and I'll see you guys shortly.
Alright. Did you get her all figured out?
No. Yeah, that's enough. I'll say that.
We went with 9 islands, 2 mountains, 3 forests. So this gives us 5 green sources, 10, technically 11 blue sources. Gives us 5 red sources. I almost want to cut an island. So the problem is the law mage domination. I almost want to cut an island for another forest.
What's going on over there?
It's five green sources.
With like,
I think it should be okay.
Your lands are solid.
Yeah. I think it should be okay.
Not my fault I get the same exact color layers.
Oh, yeah, I gotta think if any of these cards have land on the bottom too, right? You gotta factor that in somehow, or not really.
You can. You can
I
try
only have
to.
like,
If
I
you
only
wanna-
have like 2 that do.
If you want to prioritize that, so we were talking about before was like, if you count them as like half a land. I, however, did not. I did not take them into account in my actual mana base.
Okay.
I think there's a point where like you don't have to.
Right.
You can. I think if your plan is to more often than not cast it as such, or use it play it as such.
Right.
I think that's kind of the difficult part of sealed here. So especially playing with something new, not having a real good idea of how that plays into a factor of the curve.
I have 2 of that Black Demon and Rare guy, and I'm not even playing him. Sucks.
Yeah. That's fine. I got a bunch of Garbo.
I mean, I guess the lands are good in general, but in this they're only one or the other, so it's still one. I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess it's good. I need. You got all your lands?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm waiting for John to come back, figure out what he did with his mana base.
Can't do anything with them, so. Yeah.
I don't know if he's 2 color or if he's
3.
3?
Yeah.
Got that Reclaim the Waste, which would have been really good.
Yeah, that hell fountain in there.
Oh yeah.
Rising canopies in my deck, so I'm good.
See, with Reclaim the Waste, if you have 1 or 2 of those, you also might be able to evaluate those
Yeah,
blue cards.
I got that a little bit different. Yeah. I got some land.
Because of the simple fact, I think that you get to go find the missing color in a 3-color deck.
I wanted that 1 green card that you'll get 2 lands.
Oh.
There's a really good red one. You sack a land and then you go get 2.
What color did you get? Alright, you played me in.
Okay. So what'd you end up with? What was your color split?
Pretty even actually. 6, 6, and 5.
6, 6, and 5.
Yeah.
What are you playing? 5 of blue?
5 of the. It's supposed to be blue. Yeah, I think I put an extra blue in here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's actually supposed to be white.
So there you have it. I guess stay tuned. We're gonna have some matches posted up. See how well this garbage actually plays. So we'll see you then.
Tune in next week, kids.